Very tasty.
In this episode, we'll explore New York's real food scene and find out if the hype is worth it with our 100% honest take.
I like it.
Let's try. Look at this line. This place must be popular. One piece.
We've seen huge lines at every branch of this pizza chain across New York, so we had to check it out.
It's too greasy. This is real American pizza.
Not bad. It's okay.
After tasting it, now we can tell why there's always a long line. Not because of the quality of the pizza, but because of the cheap price. Only $4 for a big slice, which is pretty cheap in New York. But if you have a microwave back home, I recommend $3.99 kimbap at Trader Joe's. Nutritionally more balanced meal than this pizza. It doesn't have to be Korean. Frozen chicken fried rice at Trader Joe's is also $3.99.
This spot is a true local favorite. And yes, there was a line here too.
Wow, right. Only 50 hours eat out of pizza boxes and later.
Great job to Jean for ordering in English. The price was a pleasant surprise.
We came to the hottest pizza restaurant in New York City.
And the afterward crowd added to the vibe. Now, time to taste their famous pizza.
Oh, this one's very tasty.
오. 어때?
Pretty good.
근데 좀 더 맛있어.
If you want a quick, delicious slice, this place is a must visit in New York. Let's dive into New York's upscale dining scene. With 72 Michelin-starred restaurants, New York City tops the US list, and this is one of them.
We are at Michelin star restaurant. Let's see if we can really be satisfied with the food. This is one of the top Italian restaurants in New York City. So we're very looking forward to the food. Since we had our late breakfast, we're pretty full, so we're ordering lightly.
The ambience? Spot on. We start with bread and butter.
놀랬네.
This butter, wow, it's flavorful.
오, 진짜.
Cucumber salad. Jean's reaction is pretty lukewarm, meaning it's not super impressive.
맛있는데 막.
Pretty strong taste. Given that it's salad, it's pretty strong.
간이 세.
New dish, replenish after finishing each meal. That's professional.
Casual chatting as always. Then comes the main dish.
It's okay.
아, 그래? 실망이야.
And even the dessert.
되게 밸런싱이. We just finished lunch at Michelin star restaurant. Since we've been to quite a few Michelin star restaurants in Korea too, we thought it would be interesting to share some differences we noticed. One thing that stood out in New York was how friendly and casual the servers were. They would say things like, "Oh, I like your shirt," and start small talk. In terms of food, the food was quite heavily seasoned with strong flavors overall. It was definitely tasty, but the flavors felt a bit simple or one-dimensional compared to what we're used to in Korea. In Korean Michelin star restaurants, the dishes usually have more layers of flavor. That might be because of Korea's unique variety of ingredients and sauces. Also, Korean chefs tend to keep the seasoning more subtle, so you can really taste the ingredients themselves. And one big difference is how the servers explain each dish in Korea. They go into details about the ingredients, how to eat it, and so on. So the focus is more on the food itself rather than chatting with the customer about their day. That could be related to the tipping culture in the US, where more personal interaction might be encouraged. Guys, even if the restaurant is Michelin star restaurant, if I'm not satisfied, I say it's not good. Regardless of their Michelin star status, whether it be a high-end fine dining or low-end casual dining, if the meal is very satisfying, I would say so. So if you're into food, visit Seoul, Korea, you can definitely check out my ebook because I've been to more than 5,000 restaurants in Seoul and I handpicked the best 100. If you go to any of my 100 top picks, you'll be very satisfied.
Slightly disappointed, we tried a more authentic Italian spot highly recommended by locals.
Looks like a veggie and cheese soup. Very homemade style.
Not salty.
Thank you. Grazie. Calamari pasta. I can tell it's handmade. People were pretty raving about this food. This one in particular tastes like very authentic pasta we had in Italy. Very authentic.
A lovely place indeed.
We had a very pleasant lunch at this Italian restaurant and the bill came out to be only $45 for lunch. We had one lunch special and one separate pasta. This lunch special deal is only $14 per person. Great deal if you're looking for a decent Italian in Soho area.
Noodle is great.
The pasta noodle is pretty much in line with what we had in Italy. Very authentic. Highly recommended.
We also enjoyed plenty of Asian food in New York. Let us show you some. Here's a popular Asian fusion spot in Midtown. Our expectations were high, but aside from the Thai dish, the others we tried fell short.
This one's okay. The chef must be Thai. This Chinese is not good. This one's pretty good. Thai food.
So we visited a Michelin Big Gourmand listed Chinese restaurant in search of authentic, truly legit Asian food. It drew a mix of patrons, plenty of Asians, but also many non-Chinese diners. As for the food,
삼계탕스럽기도 하고.
It's pretty decent chicken broth. This one's also tasty, but not as deep as samgyetang. If you're looking for deep broth, better go for samgyetang. Salted eggplant. That's pretty sour and sweet.
I like the eggplant texture.
Thank you. Give it scallion.
기대한 맛은 아니지만 맛있어요.
Truffle dim sum. Just like how you eat xiaolongbao to prevent burn, bite the tip off and let the steam
out.
The dinner we had at the Chinese restaurant with tips and tax included is about $90.
What did you think of the dinner? $90 worth it?
It's decent deal in New York City, but we're Asian and we have better access to Asian food, including Chinese food in Korea. So I'm not super impressed. What are we making today? We're gonna have Vietnamese style wrap. We're gonna boil shrimp.
So we decided to cook Asian food ourselves, much cheaper and far healthier.
Rinse it in a cold water. Lettuce, eggs. Egg number 2. Stir eggs. And put a little bit of salt. Chop up some cucumber. Brown the fat.
라이스 페이퍼 랩에 계란이 왜 들어가요?
Because it tastes better. Like all of these, you don't have to, but you'll see the end result.
Is Jin scary? A very Korean way of cooking eggs. Jin's favorite avocado. It's a hassle, but
Peeled all shrimp shell. Tasty already. Paprika. And this is the rice paper we bought at Asian grocery store.
The small size.
And I'm also heating up the water for the rice paper. And don't forget the sauce.
Ooh.
It took us less than 20 minutes to prepare the full meal. So easy and yet very healthy. For your health benefit, these colorful veggies, they're very conducive to improving your immune system, also lowering the risk of getting a cancer.
This is warm water.
Dip the rice paper in warm water until it softens.
Put lettuce on top of rice paper, eggs, and a variety of veggies. You can include any veggies or ingredients you wish. It doesn't have to be this way, but usually cucumber, carrots, avocado, bell pepper are pretty good mix. So as you can see, this is a good mix of carbohydrate, protein, and veggies. Very healthy and yet very tasty.
This is a bit different from Vietnamese rice paper.
Yeah, a bit different, but you can customize.
And dip it in the sauce.
I guess I'm not that artistic. It all works. One big bite. This rice wrap is definitely one of our favorite go-to dinner meals because it's nutritionally well balanced and very filling, very diet friendly, which is what Jane is looking for.
미국에 다녀보니까 슬라이스 피자, 타코, 오불 이렇게 파는 걸 보긴 봤거든요. 야채가 별로 없고 고기랑 밀가루 위주라서 그닥 선호하지 않아요. 그렇게 특히 저녁을 그렇게 먹는 거. 저녁은 좀 이렇게 야채를 많이 먹을 수 있는 월남쌈을 좋아합니다.
Let's dive into one of New York's food icons, bagels. We're at one of the city's most popular bagel shops. We ordered 2 varieties, including their signature flavor.
Okay.
토마토랑 크림치즈랑 그다음에 이 오일이랑 조합이 엄청 좋은데?
Dill, onion, salmon, spread, and sesame bun. Oh, this one is not as impressive, the signature menu.
It's also good, but not.
Their bun is good. Sesame bun bagel. This one stands out.
Time for coffee. Among the many coffee shops we visited, this one stood out the most.
If you come to New York, make sure to visit this roastery, the best latte in New York City.
This cafe, let me swap my milk for soy milk with no extra charge.
We loved their latte so much that we visited several of their locations across New York.
We are here for the famous cheesecake. Let's see if they're worth the fame.
Yes, time for dessert.
The famous cheesecake.
맛있어요, but too sweet and not deep. 고급스러운 맛은 아니에요.
This is pretty good. I'll give it 8 out of 10. If you're into cheesecake and if you ever come to Seoul, Korea, there is a fabulous cheesecake bakery in Seoul. We both fell in love. The first bite we had, we were like, wow, this is out of the world. Visit the place and taste their cheesecake. Oh, you'll see what real cheesecake is supposed to be. Jin's elaborating here.
저희가 지금 추천하는 치즈케이크는요, 필라델피아 치즈케이크가 아니고 마스크 치즈케이크 스타일이에요. 얘는 조금 겉표가 가벼워. 얘는 쫀득쫀득해. 농도가 짙어요. 그냥 입에 막 딱 넣었을 때 막 풍미가 막 넘치는.
There's one in Gwanghwamun and there's another one in Jamsil. We're being honest here. If the food is great, we say great. If the food is bad, we say bad. We don't have any association or partnership with any restaurant nor companies.
저희는 단지 먹는 거에 진심인 뿐이에요.
Yes, we are avid food lovers or foodies. Guys, don't come to New York in April.
We couldn't miss what's perhaps the most iconic American food, the hamburger. So we headed to one of the city's famous spots, but it didn't quite live up to our expectations.
No lettuce. Tastes good, good enough. Lack of veggies. There's no tomato and lettuce. Very greasy.
Too greasy.
Hamburger can be healthy if it has enough veggies. But this one, lack of veggies, but full of cheese and bacon. Chinatown.
This place in Chinatown was a pleasant surprise that Google reviews didn't fully capture.
Guess how much the entire meal is? Only $12.75. That's why there are so many people here.
Despite the low prices, the quality was pretty good. No wonder it's so popular.
Pork and chive.
맛있다.
And this is their signature menu. Peanut butter noodle. This looks okay. We had a very satisfying dinner as always. Jim was like, we need to find a restaurant that has a very high Google Map review. But we checked out some of the places. Most of them were either closed, were about to close, or didn't have enough customers inside. And I was like, instead of Google review, we should go for the one with the most crowd, because that showcases how good, whether it be a quality or the price, the customer satisfaction. So we just stumbled upon the one you saw, and it turned out to be a success.
We hope you enjoyed this episode and have a better sense of what to expect from New York's food scene. In the next episode, we'll explore the vibrant connection between New York and Korea. So stay tuned.